Isabel Cabrera. I'm from group number 1, and my topic is on the representation of women in the media. And why I chose this topic was for various reasons, but mainly because this semester I'm taking a course on sexuality. So within this course, we cover the basically how women are sexualized in advertisements. So I just basically wanted to expand on that particular topic. And so throughout the PowerPoint, every slide will contain information on what things I found interesting within every article. And so with all three of the articles, I saw many things that were in common. All three of them wanted to explore femininity and how it's represented in advertisements. To know the stereotypical representation of women in the media, and to think on how these representations have changed over time. And so if you take a look at the picture on the right side of the PowerPoint, there's a ketchup advertisement that basically says, "You mean a woman can open it?" And so I just want you to keep that picture in mind. Okay, so the first article is called "Images of Women's Sexuality in Advertisements" by Christina N. Barker in 2005. And this article basically covers what we don't know. The ever-increasing practice of advertisers and how it puts a terrible influence on both women, young and old, and how the majority of the positions are nearly impossible to copy and they're all uncomfortable. As you can see, there's pictures on the bottom to show. And so let's face it, I bet the majority of us can't even attempt to do one of these positions. And so what I learned from this article was that when odd positions or special stunts like these are exposed in advertisements, it's always gymnasts that are hired to do them. And that basically brings us back to how they influence us to thinking that we can, pull this off. So the second article was called "Women as Sex Objects and Victims in Print Advertisements" by Julie M. Stankiewicz in 2008. And this was my favorite article, only because it revealed the cold truth beneath all of these advertisements. It broke down into how advertisements remove the existence of leadership to women, how they're treated as an object, basically having no power or no say, and basically showing how men are all under control. And so if you can remember the picture from one of the previous slides about the ketchup advertisements, that's kind of what I was talking about, how basically women have to rely on the men, and how men have that power and that control, that women can't do anything without, that strong man. And so also that they give women unrealistic notions of what they should look like and how they should act. And this brings us back to the ideology of women needing to have that ideal body and being that perfect housewife who a man visualizes coming home to. And so the third article is called "Women in Advertisements, Sex Sells" by Helen Reeks in 2011. And this article focused on the sex being a marketing tool, but it also takes a look at the targeted audience. So for men, women are being used to imply a sexual relationship between the man who uses the product and the women in the advertisement. And for the women are also used in the advertisement, but they're used to imply that the product will increase the user's appeal to men. And so instead of just coming up with a question, which my question was, why does society view sexualized advertisements as a neutral thing? Aside from that, I also had a challenge for you guys, and I just wanted to see if you guys were capable of imitating this position in this picture. And I just wanted to give you guys a clear view of how they how advertisements make it seem like we can easily pull this off when we clearly cannot.